Oh man. Oh man. Um, all right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Stream more Shaman. This is quickly becoming my favorite caster class. I think it's better than Warlock as far as like fun. Like it's just more fun to like cast stuff and all that. Be a caster. More fun than Warlock. Lich isn't really a caster class. I mean, it is. It's more like a short range class. I wouldn't call it a caster, but you cast. Caster to me, you just hit range the whole time. You don't go close.
Hmm. Yes? I see.
And I think it's also, compared to Beastmaster, I think I like it a little bit more. But at the end of the day, Beastmaster has that physical, close range aspect kind of. Once I start playing it, I kind of get back into the mode of thinking it's my favorite.
What do you want?
At this point, the most fun classes to me, fantasy, based on fantasy and kind of the curve, like as you progress, higher level and higher understanding and skill. Is it fun? Is it challenging? Is it effective? I think Sentinel, and almost, if you feel like it, any mastery is good across the board. It has a good curve. And then Shaman for Primalist has a good curve. Some classes feel strong in the beginning and always effective, but they've already kind of maxed out on their funness because that's just how they play the whole time. Kind of like they were good. There was no like real struggle. So like they're not. It's almost like a class movement to play. It's like a gimme, a free space. But definitely, I feel like the Sentinel and Shaman have the best feel, and they're great for playing from the beginning to the end, and up to the end game. Some classes are just too strong. That's like the issue. They're just too strong. I feel like meme classes, they're just, everyone knows they're great. Play them because they're good. But besides the meaning, a lot of the time those classes have very good combos. Really good combos. Like the Curse Warlock's pretty good. The Lich is pretty powerful. Sustainability, pretty good combos. I haven't played any mage yet. It just looks weird. He's like this old guy. Looks kind of strange. Every time I see someone's like high level aesthetic, this looks really weird. It looks like stuff should be colorful, but it's like kind of hollow and empty, like empty crayons. But like you still tell it's supposed to be color. I don't know. It just looks weird. I think the name of the game is going to be mana, going for stuff that costs more mana, but also being able to acquire a lot of mana through attunement and passives that allow me to generate mana. Like I just got something that makes my pros cost mana, makes them stronger. At the same time, I already had bought or got Aspect of the Storm, which gives me mana regeneration. So, how do I utilize that mana? I basically go for, casting a lot, dropping a bunch of tornadoes and all that, and also trying to proc Aspect of the Storm so I can spend more mana and go for a bunch of attunement passives to get more mana in general. It's pretty simple. A lot of times you would go for intelligence. You'd be a mage. You go intelligence, which is damage. But the point of this, that's cool and different, is you go for mana. Like, how is that going to be interesting? You just have a giant pool of mana. So you'll be able to cast an infinite amount of tornadoes and all that. And they'll proc a bunch of lightning bolts. And they'll kill everybody. Basically using all the mana you have to roll the dice a bunch to use a bunch of lightning attacks. So this is... I would compare this to Storm Druid and Diablos. What's the thing where you're trying to proc lightning? That's kind of the whole idea. Lightning. You could always switch to cold, but I think I'm gonna stick with lightning for now. I feel like they've assigned Druid to more classic caster. If you ever played a Storm Druid or Diablo or Shaman in this. And like I feel like they've even like in Diablo and Last Epoch the sorcerer and mage have like a different playstyle. You can like play faster. You have to like dodge more. I don't find myself like zipping around like this. And this. This is great because a lot of times the enemies are just right beyond your vision. And they're like kind of coming toward you where they just spawn. And this definitely allows you to knock them down as soon as they like, as soon as they get to your sight line, a lot of them should already be gone. And even spawning a totem right beyond my vision is pretty effective. Like I'll drop down a totem over here, right? They pull up and they're already kind of getting demolished. By the time like the battle gets going like how it is now, I should already have kind of eliminated the whole challenge of people stacking up on the outskirts. Basically not being able to see them and not being able to deal damage to them because I can't see them. Like I know I had I was like running through the game with Falconeer and kind of saying how it's like a class where you're not playing front, mid, or back. You're playing like up ahead, like way up here, like past where you can even see. This one's even like that, but a little more so because you don't need to be able to see. As soon as you see an enemy with Falconeer, you kill them. There's no battlefield. It's like before the battle even begins, you should be gone. This one even more so because it's all about, random procs and all that. My minions can easily see. They don't need to be able to see. They can see. But I definitely can tell that this game's going to survive that initial popularity surge and isn't going to kind of suffer from not having that. Like some games suffer from losing their cool factor or their popularity. This game having that initial popularity, I don't think it's gonna suffer that much. I'm sure the player count wouldn't be as high, but just like the state of the game, it'll still feel cool. Some games feel kind of ruined by that, or like the main head of the game is like not here anymore, or he's not as cool as he wants to be. Like Minecraft was really cool, but then it just kind of got to be so old, and like there's not any people that are like new, I guess, or like it lost like its cool factor, I guess. You know what I'm saying, its popularity surge. Right now I'm suffering from lack of mana. Once that isn't an issue, I'm sure it could always be an issue with this type of class. Like I would have slaughtered this dude, but I had no mana. It's slaughtered dude. Well, wait, what is this? Staff. Was I not using this for some reason? 14. Team. Oh, this arbor key. That's like the key. That's like the dungeon with the tree stuff. The tree. Here, let me go like get the teleporter pad, whatever. Huh. Let's go check out this dungeon. And I think like this is a big point to be made, or like a big argument point or segment. Open world or closed world, you know, a linear or open world. Does open world really make the game better, or does it just make it to where you don't play it over and over again? You know what I'm saying, like if the game has replayability, that could be limited by its open world aspect. Like I don't really want to play Skyrim, run around for 8 hours. But there was like a way to make it linear. And that'd be cool. Even if it was open world, there was a way to like just feed you through. Like if you just got fed through instead of having to do open world, like okay, you can just go here. We can set it up, like line you up to go this way instead. Huh. Like if this game was open world, I doubt I would have. It probably would have been huge. I doubt I would have made this many characters. I wouldn't have wanted to have to go and do exploration and collect this and that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a game I like played and wanted to like start to do better in the early game, and then start following the story. You know what I'm saying? It just becomes more of like responsibility, or like almost like a burden, like a luxury burden. Like the open world becomes something where it's easy just to explore and collect things and do side stuff, but like it just gets to be the most easy part of the game. Everything else becomes kind of difficult, in my opinion, right? So I definitely would say open world games are almost a bad trend. Or like, is the game even replayable? Is it even that good? Some games are, and people replay them, and you can even argue that, well, early or open world games have better early game. Like in Skyrim, you don't have to do the companion quest to become, you know, the warrior guild. You can go do, and like I would agree with that. But my point really is, like, I really like, you know, playing Skyrim, doing Bleak Falls Barrow, and really having the option to build my character in the early game. Like, I want to go do Dawnguard, I can. But then when it gets to be later game, I'm like having to run around and, you know, I don't know, it just gets to be like almost like it takes away from the actual main story of the game a little bit. I think that's kind of where I would draw the line. Once it gets to be later game, and once I start wanting to focus on the main story, I don't really care for open world. Like GTA, like once you get to the end game, I just want to like wrap the story up. I don't want to like be doing a bunch of quests. It almost like ruins the impact of it, I guess. Like Final Fantasy 15 is a good example because it's kind of, it's gated by levels. You know, there's certain areas, certain levels, and there's a lot of progression that you can find, like a path progression you can find through the open world, and that's cool. That's a good example of a good open world game that I would accept because it's designed more for open world. You have a car. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of it's an RPG, so there's some people that are like kind of helping along the way. It's a journey, you know what I'm saying? So the journey is taken by car. Like it could easily like skip a lot of things. It just not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. That's a good open world game. It's not just like complete open world. I mean, it is, but like, it's not like you can just go to the end of the game immediately. You can't. And I feel like that's cool because it makes you experience a story to progress further. You know what I'm saying? And I guess something like Skyrim, the argument could be made that you don't have to do this, you can do that. But I just kind of get tired of it eventually, where I'd rather have the game have a linear option, where like you can just queue up for missions, like do this mission, you know what I'm saying? A lot of games are almost made player, like as far as the way you play it and the way it feels is more open world. I couldn't imagine Dying Light being a linear game. The way it plays, like parkour and fighting just mostly zombies that aren't that important. It has to be open world. I feel like Diablo is a good example of a bad open world game because there's nothing to do that you haven't already done, so it kind of makes it... Oh god, no. My key. Yeah, I got blasted, I died. Key's gone. Yeah, it was definitely a good example of a bad open world game where it just is a slog to run through the world and have to find all of the basically sources for you to have an experience of the game or whatever. Basically, you have to go and find something to do. Like, I know it's easy, but it just gets to be difficult having to teleport from town to town, trying to basically maximize the amount of time you spend playing the game, and kind of minimize you not doing anything, right? If not a game would just be appealing to sit around in the town. There's only like 8 people in the world with you. 50 people. Like even like MMOs, like World of Warcraft and all that, it gets to be kind of a slog. Like I'm pretty sure without open world games it wouldn't be a big deal. Except, you know, I really like playing like raids and dungeons. It's like why I play those games. But you know, this gets to be sloggy, very sloggy, sluggish, if you will. I'm trying to drop this Thunder Totem. And it just crits, apparently. Okay, my gear I'm taking just big bow and arrow hits, basically killing me almost instantly. 1, 2, 3 hits. Really 3. You know, the Star Wars Battlefront collection's coming out soon. I don't know if I want to stream it because I like the game so much. Like, I don't feel like tossing I have like tossing baby out with bathwater. I feel like taking the game's entire head off so I could like puppeteer it around, right? Well, probably the ultimate being popular is if I was, you know, day one release, big game. I mean, it's like almost a form of voodoo and magical BS to deal with people who don't even acknowledge most of the time, right? It's like me liking the game and wanting to capitalize on it. It's like there's like a big gap of understanding. I like the game, I play it, I don't record it, I don't have to say anything. I don't record it, and it's like day one, big capital life. A lot more people will be doing like voodoo, puppeteer rituals. But sometimes not even worth like getting involved in that type of stuff. Like I'd rather just not have exposure or opportunity. Ideally, you create your own popularity. They don't have to deal with like other people that are popular, exercising their power. Like someone was pretty and they had like guns, they would like shoot them and spin around circles and stuff, and just blow people out, just take people out left and right. Because it makes their popularity, and that's just how they are. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to like jump on a game day one and get the drop shotted or something. Someone hits you with one of those abilities that they spin around, sending bullets everywhere. Like that's ridiculous. It's not even about taking from this community or respecting something. It's just how people use their power, popularity. Like I don't want them to do that. I'll come like a day later or a week later when whoever was like the biggest popular person was done spinning around, take people out. So really, a good way to be popular is to utilize the gap between people, like the gap between like a big streamer and like a potential fan base, and you know how they like aren't utilizing their power or this or that, whatever, just to kind of connect to this whirlwind barbarian popular person. Like that would be a way to do it. I would probably be like, it's not worth not only creating that gap between people for the sake of using their power as they wish, which is like screaming and spinning around and being pretty at the same time. Like that's cool. You really want. You know, I also don't want to have to like decapitate games and remove whatever actual genuine interest I had in them for the sake of being able to move my legs in that way. It's kind of like, you know, it's hard to look beautiful if I wear this helmet. Sometimes you just wear your helmet, you're a soldier, you lock in, you play the game. I'm not always trying to like make the game Jersey Shore or something, like turn it into like a reality show or something. It's a good one because people always want to talk about, you know, being the most superior or this superior, that superior. But really, it's really about, do you want to be superior? Yeah. Okay. It isn't even about the fact that you didn't do it. It's the fact that you did do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a superior gamer, that's fine because it's about skill and that's kind of what that area is for. I would do like superior personality and then superior, like, technique. Like I just comb my hair all day. It's not very likely I'll be one of the guys, one of the soldiers who just gets to play Battlefield. Or just be like some maniac in a way who combs my hair 24/7 and is like the greatest, like almost Banshee power set. You have like X-Men Banshee. Like people are like Banshee. They're like flying through the air screaming. Like that's an option. I'd rather enjoy it. So like if it really comes down to it, anytime a game comes out, I'll probably just choose to enjoy it. Meaning like I won't be streaming it to be like a beautiful woman who like spins around with swords. I don't know, focusing. Like I wait for something like PoE 2 to come out where it's a very hardcore gamer community and there's no beautiful women, right? And like then I can capitalize on popularity and opportunity because I don't have to sacrifice enjoyability for crazy kind of toxic abilities. Like being Banshee's toxic. Screaming, like flying around screaming, that's toxic. It's not even that people it's almost like the why do people like walking straight, like why do people walk in lines or something? Like no one knows where that began. It's like that, like no one knows when people who were popular started screaming like a banshee. It's like I'm not blaming people who are popular and saying, well that's their fault. That's just how it is. That's like the image of popularity. Not even having skills, just screaming over people. It ruins the enjoyment. It's like being a banshee, like screaming my head off my body, my shoulders, just to just to capitalize, just to like master the capitalization strategy. I don't know. It's like how you think it would be wrong people to marry someone for money and then like leave them, just to like master that strategy. It'll be like completely not fun or even like safe for your body to be super unhealthy. I just gotta wait for the games to come out that are like
Yes?
skill based.
Gods be with you.
I think it's smacked around and then, you know, have to deal with that old thing. Big dog. It's almost like the streets. The streets has a super popularity contest. It kind of, it's more humanity based, I guess. Like you have to kind of still be down for the gang. You can't just be like screaming and stuff. It's kind of crazy these are. And like even that's not preferable because I rather have people who are like in the group setting not have to live like that. But that makes sense. Yeah, people are like super popular who don't have that hood edge where they're kind of down to earth. I don't want to go for that whole, I've never been to the hood, but I'm like the biggest gorilla there is. That's like just, you know, call me Skelly Betty, call me Skelly Body at that point. Call me Skelly Man. Call me Skelly. Skelly Betty. That's actually the point. I don't want to be like Trixie Tang or anything. Like, I want to be down with the boys. Trixie Tang, bro. Trixie. I love the wrestler. Like, some people are wrestlers like don't turn it off. They're just like always like 8 feet tall, 800 pounds, a weird build. That's kind of annoying. Like, that'd be a bad idea. Coming out, shaking his head, you know, talking smack. That's like what people want you to do. Like wrestlers have so many injuries, they're like so stiff and just big and stone-like that'd be horrible. Like you don't even really hear me talk. All you hear is the music, and then you see my, you know, my big person. I'm a big wrestler. Like, that's not what I want. I don't want to be like a big gorilla, no fun type of guy. Like, I don't want to turn my personality or my body into a clown vessel. Or I'll just have fun and game hard. And hopefully that's good enough. I don't want to be like Pauly D with like my hair completely stuck up, straight up into the sky. Looking like some crazy stuff. Like, what the heck is that? I don't want to be with my, if my clown body works. Like, if I turn my body into like a clown mummy, that it doesn't matter what I look like, I succeeded in becoming a clown god. If nobody look like you have like clown problems now. Like PoE comes out, imagine if I showed up like a wrestler. It'd be meme level. I'd show up, you got Snuggle music playing, I'm walking down the ramp. Alright everybody, I'm playing PO, I'm playing Path of Exile 2. Someone will literally jump out of the bush and just basically try to assassinate me with, you know, their high level gaming knowledge and all that. You'd be like, see, that's what happens when you do that. You can't even do no raid the gamer stuff back. You just don't know what's going on. It's like if I was like someone who was so adept at social situations, but I was so airheaded and ignorant at the same time. Like, it'd be crazy. It's not fun. It's like you are the party. It's not. There's no parties. Party's over. I'm not saying I want to get smacked around or want people to get smacked around, but I just know that that's your fate. You're either like a big wrestling personality, or you don't do that. So that'd be pretty almost unnecessary at some point. Or you take the route of the gamer. Like People that are gamers take all of the fun out of stuff with their super standoffish skill vessel. Like they're like skilled man. Like they're super kind of antisocial, I guess, at the end of the day. Like their skills are like sacred art passed down by the Shaman monks. People that are more social are just like to the death. Like if it came down to them talking just to fill the air or them dying, they would definitely talk. And it's like an area between these two things, being like a nerd that hoards Doritos and uses them as his kidneys because infinite kidneys, basically infinite Doritos, and someone who has no more kidneys because they're like charisma god or something. Like they're basically a skeleton at this point. Maybe just be more reasonable, I guess, right? Between super popularity skeleton and Dorito man, you have reasonable. So you should play this for if you're gonna be like super charisma, Holly D. Yeah, man, like I'm not gonna stop acting like this because I'm succeeding like this. Like you should probably play a sport or something just to kind of revitalize your body and give it a challenge. If you're gonna be like a real man, you probably should think about not being such a meanie nerd. Meanie. Well, it's time for people to push me in one of these categories. Ultra, mega, video game, hates living, at the same time nerd. And then like probably D. Call of Duty, tell me the rock, tell me ball, tell me hoop. And if you make me mega nerd, you probably wouldn't let me be mega nerd because I'm just not standoffish enough, I guess. So I don't even worry about it. Just give me the rock, and I'm the ball. So I guess when it comes time to play Battlefront, I gotta really put my money where my mouth is. I'm either gonna ball or I'm not gonna ball. I'm just gonna like stand there for a minute. Ball. Gathering Storm. Excuse me. Like a lot of time people are just going to be ignorant, but if you pass me the rock and the ball, let it be known in case someone wants to hoop. It's starting to get hotter, so really, it's really to the point where you're either gonna ball through the heat, or you're gonna complain and not even acknowledge that it's hot. You're just gonna be miserable. So I got a basketball. I bought one before it got hot. Filled it with air and my ball. I'm not even gonna worry about the heat. I'm gonna use it at my advantage. I'm gonna ball out. I'm a baller. Basketball is just a game to me. I just ball. That's all I do. Think of like the popular kid as this wintery dead forest who just keeps doing it. So he just keeps being wintery. And people who are like Dorito Master Gamer is like the axeman who's gonna cut you down regardless if you're a winter tree or not. And I'm just gonna ball all through the summer and spring from the ball. And when it gets to be cold again, I'm gonna be a baller and I'm gonna be like too athletic and warm to be considered a candidate for the winter ball. I'm gonna keep balling. Let me see if I can spawn one of these thunder totems. See how they work. 25% chance to spawn it. I'm sure it looks different. doesn't look different? Yeah, it might not look different. Am I supposed to know if I spawn a thunder totem? I don't know. I don't see anything different. I don't know. Also, my totem's gonna be mana regen, so that'd be nice. Just a lot of mana regen, a lot of mana. Yeah, I don't see anything different. I don't see the thunder totem. Let me see. Maybe that thunder totem like glows a little bit more. That looks a lot more glowy at the bottom. That one kind of looks like that too. Let me see. I'm going on the internet to look up thunder totem. Who knows? Hopefully, thunder totem is working in some way. Hopefully, it just doesn't. I mean, the problem might just be it doesn't look different. Who knows, buddy? I do not know. I want thunder totem. It looks the same as the other totem. I don't know. Looks the same as the storm totem. I guess I know if it's thunder totem if it starts critting. I think it's 100% crit chance, so I'll know. I guess on a thunder totem for me critting. I'm gonna check. 2 crits. I might be bugged. I might go to Discord and ask people about it. It might be a thunder totem. I feel like there was more. Wait, actually, just mouse over it. Storm totem. Storm totem. I don't know. We'll see how that all goes. Whatever actually is worse or is actually a difference. That's a thunder totem. It actually works. It looks the exact same. It just says thunder totem. Yeah, this build will melt. You'll have such range. More range than the Warlock, more range than the Falconeer. Other casters, other range classes, you'll have more range. You'll have the ability to kind of bend around corners. I think it's one of the best caster builds. It's fun too. You. Under the sea. Under the sea. I think it's time to drop this movement speed. I don't really need it. It's not really that big of a deal. I'll grab this for the attunement and stuff. Never mind. I'm about to get Earthquake, see how that does. I'm level 35 soon, so I can throw Earthquake in my specialization slot.
What do you want? Hmm.
Earthquake. All these started a physical, which was confusing to me because I didn't understand why it was a shaman thing and casting. All of them started physical, but this one gained lightning. Let's see what Earthquake gains. I'm not use Earthquake. It doesn't seem like it'd be that great. More of like a physical thing. It has like aftershock. It's more about aftershock. Aftershock. I'll probably use it anyway. Just because I'm a shaman. And I use these type of things. I'll just see how it is and see how it builds out what I can build it into. I guess I can just keep it physical. And it'll scale with attunement. So like attunement should be fine. Oh, it's more of like more of a melee build. Like you want to go Earthquake, you know, Gathering Storm, Maelstrom. That could be good, but Earthquake isn't gonna do me anything. It's not gonna do me any good. We're going like Upheaval or something. And turning it to cold or something. No Earthquake. Yeah, I use a totem. I use Thorn Totem. I can summon all the totems at once. I might have to go totem. And I can turn it into I can turn it to cold damage if I want to. Or I can just go poison totem. Yeah, I'll probably just. I mean, I feel like at that point, I'm summoning so many totems, it'd be kind of hard to keep up with. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see how this works. I drop 80 totems on the battlefield. There's no way anyone would get close enough for me to use Earthquake. Can I go wolves? Or will it despawn my crows? Yeah, it'll despawn the crows. Okay, we don't want wolves. I guess we'll go people. The people convert into different type of power. Convert it to cold. You can do that. There's even like totems. Upheaval totems. I like would combo with thorn totems. More like a physical build. You can go physical shaman if you wanted to, I guess, right? Huh. I'll try to throw in Fury Leap. What's like avalanche? An avalanche removes your mana regen. It's gonna be difficult to build. Might need to just think of something else other than what they give me. Like I use tornado, and I need the mana regen. It'll probably be all right. Who knows? We'll see when I get it. People are selling gold up here for sure. I could probably respec into a more physical I mean, I should be good, I think. I should be good if I like went for physical and I mean, you know, it has that strength scaling a lot of the time. I can go more close range, go Gathering Storm, Maelstrom, Earthquake. And that'll give me like 3 abilities to rotate. And I can use like my crows, or I can even go wolves and switch them. So cold or whatever I'm saying. I don't know, I just want to build that kind of utilizes a lot of the abilities. So that'd be 1, 2, 3 with Earthquake. That's 3, and then I'd would have a companion, that's 4, and then I need one more. Be cool. I think I'm gonna get out of use the bathroom, and I'm kind of sleepy. Read some more manga, One Piece.
Welcome, traveler.
Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't wanna use the bathroom and all that. Probably go to sleep. It's like almost midnight anyway. Dragon Dogma 2 is about to come out. You can actually go and you can actually do character creation right now. Comes out in 9 days. It's like a $70 game. No Ultimate Edition, Deluxe Edition though. It's got doesn't really say, but usually it shows it. Oh, here it is. Standard Edition, pre-order bonus, you get a staff, you get some weapons, these just skins. Or just a boon, get some weapons, I guess. Deluxe Edition, you get a ring. There's a camping kit, some riff crystals, sounds, custom sounds, some items. This game seems a little too hardcore for me. The player base, the fan base of Dragon's Dogma seems a little too hardcore for me. I might pre-order it today or tomorrow. Not today, but tomorrow or pretty soon. I might play it. I don't want to get in anyone's way. I know what people's communities are. Dragon Dogma was like an ancient
Welcome,
game
traveler.
at this point. People that are going to be participating are really
Welcome,
just trying to
traveler.
pull out that ancient 2000 Dragon Dogma on your butt. I don't want any
May
problems with
Terra
it.
smile upon you.
I know the quickest route to problems is to go to a game. It's almost like you want to go somewhere and enjoy something, but you have like a gun on top of your head. Like that's kind of my issue. Like I don't want any problems. I'm a nice guy. I have like a gun strapped to the top of my head, so like of course I want problems. And people are gonna be like kind of just observing, looking around for someone to confirm their suspicion, and then they'll try to fight you on something. Like I don't want no problems, buddy. Those things mostly have like a security gate task force, like a gatekeeper type of guy. But doesn't even gatekeep the game. He is a gatekeeper.
Welcome, traveler. May Terra smile.
The
upon you.
gatekeeping similar to someone who's a security guard, not like the keeper of the game. That's what will happen to whoever played Dragon's Dogma to be like, you know, an old fan base, I guess. It's probably gonna be a good game though. And people are gonna go ape mode. It's probably not even like World of Warcraft, you know, high level knowledgeable. Just like a super loyal or something ancient fan base. Every 300 years people rise out of the ocean to just beat people up. I don't have the energy for that, buddy. I'm not like a multi-headed god where I can like show up and deal with the gate guard and then play the game and stream it. It'd be better if I just played it and didn't stream it, or didn't have to deal with the gate guard. Our World of Warcraft doesn't have a gate guard. It has a pit guard where you go deeper into World of Warcraft and there's a pit demon. And you knock you into a pit, beat your ass. I don't want any problems with any guardians or gatekeepers. The games that are like super skill based have the pit guardian where you go deeper into the game and it's hard to be there because everyone's like a pit viper or some type of ant lion where they knock you into a hole while you're in the middle of the game. It's like almost like an embarrassment tactic. I made it this far, you should not do this. The other games that are like ancient have gatekeepers. Or as soon as you pull up to play the game or go to the gate, someone beats you up. It's a very slouched, heavy energy type of deal. People might not even get that. It's like being sad all the time. I don't want no problems with that. That's why it's great that so many games come out. I can kind of pivot and jump between them, talking about them or following them, and not have to deal with the gate lord or the pit master. And at the end of the day, they have nothing really to guard. They're not making it the game better by guarding. They're being so evil for the sake of, for the fact, some fact that they're like able to wrap themselves around that type of stuff, and like they're inseparable or something. Like I don't know any problems, but I'm not gonna go to war with a bunch of people wrapped around a tree, like a Lorax or something, try to enjoy something. It's like they're trying to go to the worst part of town to go to Waffle House or something just to prove that you could do it and still enjoy it. That's very cocky and it's not even worth doing. It's kind of people that think it's cool to like hang out on like a playground of like 80 years old, like bro, come on now, we play games. That's like stop using your ability to be so old and tactical and still to mess with me and play the game at the same time. That sounds like it's the other way. I'm saying. Kind of like if you were in a situation where the more you talk about something, the more traumatic it is. Like you talking about the war and scrutinizing and expanding upon everything that happens and just, you know what I'm saying, like every detail is to be taken into like metaphor mode, you know what I'm saying? Like we drove down the road, it was it was like a desert road, it was night. Like eventually it's gonna just be so traumatic and deadly, it's like, wow, like what's the point of me even participating in this battle? I can just be metaphorically, I could be like a sad philosopher or something. I could be a thinker. Oh god, please no. Good spell critical chance. Let's go. Like not only do I not run from battles, but I also enjoy the game. Like that's not what I can do. That's not my ability. If people are that powerful and they like run the community and they also play the game and they talk crazy, I don't know, but this is his game. I don't I'm not going that deep in anything. Let's go. It's almost like fighting like the manager or something. Like this is his store. I'm not fighting the manager. Like okay, like Pokemon, mortals, like Heart of the Cards, but like this guy, it's like every aspect of the game all into one person. Like I'm not messing with this guy. At this point it's not a game, it's like his entire life. So I'm willing to throw the life away for a game and argue about it and all that. I'm not dealing with this type of game. Necrotic damage, Hungering Souls, Projectiles, Sequence, that's not bad. I probably won't be using this, but it's not bad. I'll take it. It's like someone that shouldn't be here anymore. Like someone that should ascend it to the next level, and they're here, posted up at the gate. To the point where I don't want to part of that buddy. That's not what I do. I'm not like someone's dad who beats them up. I'm like a dummy or something. I just want to enjoy the game. If I know I can't enjoy the game because of the community, I'm not going to like duel the community for rights, for like squatter rights or something. I don't know, something crazy like that. I'm not just going to face up and focus on something so meager without actual purpose or meaning or anything, and just to like make it meaningful. Like I'm not fighting over like a location to film at. It's not happening. If you don't want me filming or enjoying stuff because they have no real reason to act differently, because no one's gonna, they don't make videos, like they can do whatever they want. I'm not involved with it. I already talked about this before, like someone who's probably home alone or no one else is around them, going completely crazy, bonkers on me. I'm not about to get involved. I'm just gonna act like I'm not at home either. No one's home. He's on his home. People are like looking for someone to turn them around. Someone who's like powerful, like some Chuck Norris character to just decapitate them, I guess. It's like to beat them half to death to change their life. Or they're just gonna like take out whoever can't achieve that goal. Like, I'm not your dad. Your dad, he beat you up and then you live a better life, I guess. So some people have that attitude and just persona as if you like run upon them, they'll straighten you out or something. Like, that's cool. Like, I don't want people to think that if they run upon me that I'll straighten them out. Like, a lot of people straighten out. Or let me get smacked. Simple and plain. My games are either too daunting of a task to record, like Elden Ring, that's too daunting. Too much challenge. And some communities are just too daunting. Like, I'm not getting into a brawl with a video game and a community. That'd be suicide. These are like the cardinal rules. You don't really take things that seriously just because it isn't that serious to begin with. You don't take fighting a community of video gamers seriously, especially on their home turf. It's a game they play all the time. It just isn't even, not what you do. That's like rule 1 of the internet. You don't get involved. You don't get trolled, basically. Rule 1 of the internet. You don't get trolled. Rule 2, you can't be old. Rule 3, you never fold. Okay, I don't want no problems with the internet. Great. I get the internet, I don't want any problems. So you can easily just curse or talk. I'm not doing none of that. You don't see me going out into the hood and talking crazy because I should. I'm not going to. Just like who need therapy. People who need therapy always deal with their problems the way they deal with them. Here's what a therapist can tell you to do. Your game's problems are different. I don't want to have to go get into traumatic stuff, screaming at people all day, just to be told to do it differently, even though I knew that I shouldn't have been doing it in the first place. Like, people know they shouldn't be approaching certain people as if it's a comfy situation, and they get traumatized, or, you know, it's not their problem, it's not their fault, it doesn't matter if it's their fault. They don't want to get traumatized, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. I'm not, Mike Tyson. I'm not getting to a brawl to satiate the appetite of the arena people. Like, Mike Tyson's gonna fight Jake Paul and people are gonna get their fill of the blood sport. Like, I don't really care, I'm not into all that. I'll use it as a way to escape from around the people to do what I want to do. I'll drop you off at the arena and I'll go do what I want to do. Perfect. Like, you don't see me going into the chat of last Epoch and screaming at people selling gold and screaming at people saying LOL and please. I'm saying I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go to a new game and ruin my energy and my day for a minority of trollish people's entertainment. Like, they can really go and scream and sit in the corner all day and they be entertained by that. They can go do that. People always talk about what they're gonna do. I tell you what I'm not gonna do, buddy. I'm not about to go argue with a bunch of people on the internet. Or even be around them and just be super toxic and dark. That's not happening. That's like for people who have nothing better to do. I wanted to benefit from nonsense and trollish things and thought it was like a good idea, like a long-term strategy. I would just talk like a baby and make just annoying sounds all day. That's really what I would do. What's good, fam? Sucker. That'd be cool to go for a dog build and then put the maelstrom on my companion. Because the dogs can do some storm damage as well. I can go like melee build and go dogs and give them like, you know, lightning damage and all that. I can put maelstrom on them or even myself. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like respec. Did it. I feel like doing a more short range shaman build is gonna give me more abilities, more options, and just basically put me more in a game mode level. I'll be like more game master mode. Like there's enough stuff you can look at going on already. You can easily find another source of trolling and people purposely getting trolled. Like I'm not doing that. It's like bad for my energy. Energy is something that is like a giant ice cream sandwich. It could be something like ice cream sandwich that's sugary and good, and you eat one of them and you're done. Or it could be like a beating or trolling where you need constant trolling and stuff to satisfy that same thing. You can go out to eat dinner, get a margarita, get some enchiladas, get some dessert, and their energy level would get booted down. You'd be tired, you get the big churro margarita, or you can get trolled 32 times. Those are the options. Like I know that I'm not going to get trolled that many times, but it's not happening. Like a doctor will warn you about these type of actions. Like yeah, but you don't even go out to dinner, you just stay in your house and get trolled 80 times a day. Like you're definitely not doing something basis. Like I don't care, doc. I need the content. People need to know that I'm not dead. Like okay, buddy, that's all you need to say. You need people to know who you are and you're about that life. Like I didn't know that. I thought you were doing it because you didn't. I don't know. I thought you were doing it on an accident. Like saying weird things can get you smacked. You can do that for content, and you be getting smacked all day long, buddy. And even once you're done trolling people and getting trolled, you'll still get smacked a little bit. Your residual energy smacks. That's like traveler energy. People that just pass through town, control people, and not really worry about the they'll be out of the town. They'll be out of town by tomorrow. I'm not traveling around getting smacked. Jersey Shores, you go to the bar, you'll be there for a couple hours, you get in a fight, whatever. You leave the bar, you go home. Like that's the type of energy people want
Greetings.
to get involved with. Like that's cool. Leave me out of it. I don't want to get smacked around. Dun. Where's the thing that spawns a maelstrom? Yeah, that's what I want. How many points left? 2 unspent points. Oh god, I just wasted one of them. Or just lagged for a second. I don't want these guys to do cold damage because that'll be good. I can just grab pack hunters. I knew it was going to come down to this. I was going to build this shaman differently. The range was not going to work. It was really good, but it just isn't enough combos for me. Any more combos. Like I just created the ultimate combo. Close range with minions. Combo. They basically tank everything. Combo. And then I can even grab Earthquake if I wanted to. I might grab Earthquake. What's this? Focus on attack. Ability. Probably summon more dogs. We have 2 dogs, right? To start with. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Good. I have 1 dog. I think that's why I could have more. Maybe that's Beastmaster. Beastmaster lets me get 2 dogs immediately, probably. Yeah, 1 companion summon limit. Oh, I know I just did this, but I don't think I want to do it anymore. Respec again. Thank you for wasting my points. Tomato. Silly me. I'm not gonna go crits right now. I'll go shock. I just wasted like 80 points. It's like 5 points each. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get up out of here. Like that was, oh god, that was bad. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I'm gonna make sure that I didn't like just destroy my build by resetting my points, see if I'm still effective at some level. Still kind of smacking him around. I have range still. You fight this dude. Excel me. I'll probably end up it'll be fine. I still have my passives and stuff. I just dropped like 5 points each for my specializations just because I want to switch my build to it. No, I want to switch but I didn't really like it, I guess. That goes quick. I'm gonna get up out of here. I just want to see if I could smack stuff still. I still can. I just want to think of what I'm gonna add. I have 2 more specialization slots. What do I want to put? What do I want to add that like doesn't negatively affect my build? Blizzard kind of eliminates my mana regen strategy, but I might still have to go with it anyway because I have really no other options. I might go totem, thorn totem, and turn it to cold totem. Right. So I have Blizzard and Thorn Totem. Those are 2 options. I might go with Terra's Blessing. I could always go Wolves and not have that many abilities besides, like, you know, Wolves, and I can get like more Wolves eventually. If I can go Wolves and Crows, that'd be cool. Like, that's kind of like the last thing I'm gonna do if I don't have any ideas. Any ideas? When I get Avalanche, I'll see how it impacts my gameplay, how I like it. Won't be for a long time though. But that's my order. I'll go Avalanche, Totem, then Wolves, and that'll kind of fill up my bar. Or I'm gonna get up out of here.